basically right now, what's good, Alex? What's good, Anthony? Basically right now we're gonna be doing a Q&A with my homie Johnny Hickey, and not just only that, we're also gonna be doing Q&A with the fans, and not just only that, we're also gonna be discussing future plans with what I'm gonna do with the music and what I'm gonna do with with my life in general. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the homie to join right now.
I'm gonna join yours, right?
Yep.
So that means I can't launch mine if I'm in yours. So I'm just gonna be in yours for
Yeah.
mine. And then it tags my store, but then my people see it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Exactly.
Johnny, can you join? So
Very
now
well. I'm gonna join yours, right?
Yep.
So that means I can't launch mine if I'm in yours. So it just
Ha.
and it tags my store.
Boom.
And then my people see it.
So you need to be like over there.
What?
You need to be over there. What's good, brother?
What? Shut this window so we don't freeze our tits off.
What's good, bro?
It was good.
So for all the fans that don't know who this is the homie Johnny Hickey. He's you gotta be over there. Totally some stuff.
Yeah.
It's all good. We got some mind technical difficulties right now, but we're not gonna let that shit get to us.
I'm actually in my room with the sound. I got the sound door.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got the sound door right here. Good. I got this.
Boom. All right, so for everyone who doesn't know who the homie is, this is the Johnny Hickey. He is a award-winning film director for the hit movie Oxymorons and Habitual. Johnny, explain who you are and let them know who you are.
I'm a filmmaker from Boston. The first film he's talking about, Oxymorons, is a true-to-life movie based on a chapter of my life. It was kind of fucked up for me, and I was robbing pharmacies. If you Google me and shit, you'll see old news footage. I'm not promoting that at all, what I used to do, but that's, chapter of my life that my first film's based on, and I did that to kind of show the collateral damage of drug addiction through OxyContin, which is also Percocet, which is also heroin, fentanyl. It's all one opiate family. So that's what Oxy was about. It was about a chapter of my life that I really wanted to kind of bring to life and connect with people that were struggling with addiction or even just street crime and shit like that. I come from nothing. I didn't go to film school. I got my GED in jail. So my fucking stories should be inspirational to anyone who thinks they can't chase their dreams and kind of do what they want to do. Because if I could do it pretty much, then you can. That was kind of what I set forth with the mission of Oxy. And now I'm on to my second feature, Habitual, which isn't a true to life story, but it's a psychological horror film that also ties into the collateral damage of fucking drugs and fucking around with drugs and shit like that. So
right. All right, so to all the fans, so basically we're gonna be doing a Q&A. First, we're gonna start off with the Q&A with the fans. So as of right now, we're gonna be answering questions and all that extra shit. So feel free to ask me questions, not just that. Feel free to ask Johnny questions about anything that he has going on with his movies, life, etc. Get to know him, because this is gonna be this is my lifetime business partner and my brother. So yeah, let's go. Let's answer some questions first.
it's hot. People about to get chewed up. Oh,
boom. There you go. First question, Johnny. Go ahead.
Where is it? Who have you filmed before? So my first film, I haven't worked with no big A-list celebrities in my films. I have acted in movies. I did a movie with Jake Gyllenhaal called Struggle. But for my films, in my first film, Tim Sylvia plays in my movie, the former 5-time heavyweight champion of the UFC at the time. Patty Rock, the famous, also in a ton of movies. My film, my childhood best friend, CT. Now, if you guys are familiar with The Challenge, the MTV show that's on, that's my boy. He plays the lead, kind of. He has 2 roles.
I'm trying to fix this shit real quick. All right, hold on 1 second. Fucking shit. Fucking. Ah! All right, so boom. So basically, me and Johnny met at a yacht party Shouts out to Jake Infamous and shouts out to Anthony,
Anthony, Jake.
Dominic Anthony for the yacht. So we met on the yacht party and we literally didn't know who we were. Who like I didn't know. Oh shit! I literally didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was. But as soon as we met, I immediately said that I'm from Boston. Well, originally from Boston, and he's from Boston as well. I'm from a small town. Well, not town. I'm from a small city called Dorchester, and he's from Charlestown. You know, if you guys know where that is, you guys know where that is. That's the home of the bank robberies and home of the everything.
Yeah, if you see the movie The Town is based on my neighborhood, Charlestown. So the town with Ben Affleck, that's based on where I'm from.
Okay. Oh, what's good, Anthony? Anthony's in here.
Anthony,
Yeah, we got Anthony here. What's good, brother?
someone asked, Yale smoke. Yeah, I'm pro cannabis. So just I have oranges to me for someone who ever just asked that. Drugs that kill you and take over your life, destroy you, I'm against, but I'm definitely pro cannabis. I think it actually can help people get out of other addiction stuff. We met on Anthony's boat. That's how me and Chunks met. I heard him say I didn't even know who he was. I heard him say he's from Dorchester. I was like, oh, you're from my way. And he's like, yeah, where you from? And then we just clicked.
Okay, why did I do drugs? So I don't support drug usage, and I don't support any of that. But throughout my life, I've been going through a lot of things, like when it comes to depression, bullying, and all this extra shit. And as a young man growing up, the only thing that really could suppress my pain and suppress my depression was drugs. And unfortunately, I started doing that, just on the third, and it led me to the wrong place, and it guided me to the wrong direction. But honestly, I'm trying to use that to better myself, not just as a person, but as an artist, to let everybody know that it's not okay to do drugs. And drugs don't really get you nowhere. Honestly, it gets you nowhere besides to addiction and fucking death, bro. Because that's the only thing drugs can do for you, bro. I'm fried.
What, on the drug shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I lived a crazy life of drugs. I was literally around my way, and I was considered the original Oxy bandit, robbing pharmacy for OxyContin. And for me, it was more of the money and that rush of like robbing shit at the time for me. But I definitely got hemmed up with the Xanny bars for a while. It kind of took me over, and I got locked up. And when I got locked up, I went in kicking, like, I was doing probably like close to 10 bars a day. Like, I was like fucking wrecked off. Like, my tolerance was so high. But what a lot of people don't know is, like, the only drugs that you can die detoxing from are benzodiazepines, Xanax, Klonopin, Valium, and alcohol. So those are the two drugs families, alcohol and benzos, that if you just stop taking them after you've been dosing high for a long period of time, your body can seizure out and kill you. Whereas, like, if you're kicking dope and stuff, it's going to be horrible. Or kicking even amphetamine, it's going to be horrible, but it won't kill you to kick it. You know what I mean? It could kill you doing it, but it won't kill you kicking it. And I just watched a lot of people around me that I love die from the opiates. I lost, dude in my movie Habitual that I was telling you earlier about, Trunks, Zach's brother, Dave, plays the security guy in the mental hospital. This dude was clean for years. He trained me boxing. My fucking boy. And when the pandemic came, it put him back to drugs because he was depressed and shit. He just sheltered in place and started getting high. And he did one bag. He thought he was doing a bag of dope, sniffing it, and it was fentanyl, and it killed him. And he's gone. I never see him again. So it's important to kind of like, inspire people and let people know they don't need to do drugs to escape. They can escape through like chasing their dreams. Like, that's what I do, right? Like, so my high now is like doing creative shit with you and all my other creative people. Listening to music. Like, yours is making and listening to music. But for me, like, I don't make music, but like listening to music for me is an escape. And when I was a kid, my escape when I would leave, I grew up in the projects and it was a rough neighborhood, and I seen a lot of chaos every day. Every weekend I would go over to the movie theater and watch fucking movies. I loved horror movies because it just took me out of my element of like the horrors that I was seeing. And that was my escape. I'd go back to back, watch, I'd go to one movie and then sneak into another one for free to kind of like just escape for 4 hours.
No, that's crazy as hell, bro. On to the next question. Boom. Go ahead, bro.
you consider alcohol a drug that takes over your life? Absolutely. So alcohol is a drug. It's just a more commercialized and, you know, socially approved drug because you can buy it at a liquor store and you know, it's like approved by like the government, by society. But alcohol is, again, like it's one of the only drugs out of the two family of drugs, benzodiazepines and alcohol, that you can die from detoxing. And if you can drink socially, like if you can go out with the homies or your people, your family to a barbecue, have some beers, have some shots, whatever your poison of alcohol is, and then not need to do it the next day, then it's not affecting you as a drug, but it's still something that's like poisonous to you, not good for your body and stuff. But you can socially drink and be fine. But when you get to the point where like every time you go out, you need a drink to have a good time, or you need a drink just to like face your fears, that's when it becomes a problem. And alcohol will kill you just as quick as anything else.
Yeah, I agree with that, bro. And honestly, like I've never had a problem with alcohol because I've always like thought alcohol was really like nasty, and like every time I got drunk, yeah, it was a fun time, bro. But the next morning, I've always felt like shit. But I do agree that I do consider alcohol a drug, and alcohol is obviously labeled as a drug. But anyone that has a problem with alcohol, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, stop, da da da. Like, try your best to, stop in moderation, bro, because like what Johnny said, when it comes to alcohol and benzos, those are the two drugs that if you do them for a certain period of time and you just go cold turkey, that could cause you to go into cardiac arrest or have a heart attack, which causes you to die. So anyone that's in here that's suffering from addiction with alcohol, just take it one step at a time, bro. You feel me? Don't rush things. And
And
yeah,
alcohol will make you. I think alcohol, of most drugs and stuff, will make you make the dumbest decisions and take away your. Everything else, I mean, yeah, it's not good to do and stuff, but they don't dilute your what you're doing, you know, as much as like even like drinking and driving, for instance. Like you're more likely to crash driving on alcohol and being hammered than any other drug, you
right.
know. And that's what since you've been in town, a few days now. We've been out a lot. We've been in the studio. We've been everywhere, right? Out restaurants. We haven't had a fucking single drink since you've been here. We haven't drank once.
Not one drink at all.
One beer, one fucking shot, nothing. We've been good, dude, with the booze for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely
bro.
good.
All right, on to the next question. Okay, I've been waiting for someone to ask me about this. All right, so I'm gonna say some things, and I'm gonna basically just let Johnny explain what we're gonna do about this shit. So basically, the documentary is going to be about my whole life and my whole existence, and I'm currently not in my best position where I want to be, but I'm in the position where I could start working on this documentary. So when I get to where I want to be, I can release it and I know things will go up. So originally I am from Dorchester, Massachusetts, which is a town in Boston. And I was born in Vietnam in a small city called Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And I moved to Boston with my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, my grandpa, and my grandma at the age of 2. I was basically raised in Boston damn near all my life. And I migrated to Florida, stayed there for about 3-4 years, moved back to Boston for 2 years, and then I moved back to Broward for about, 4 or 5 years. And then just 2 weeks ago, I decided to go back to Boston to get away from things and to get a lot of things done. And yeah, bro, this documentary is going to be crazy. Like, I want to show you guys like every aspect of my life and what I've been through and where I've been all my life. And shit, I got the help of my big bro Johnny, you feel me? And we're going to be doing a whole bunch of crazy ass shit, you feel me? So yeah, bro, I can't wait for you guys to fucking see this shit. And what we're gonna be talking about now. All right, so Q&As are gonna be done for now. I want Johnny, I want you to tell them about your up and coming new movie that you have, writing up, and the new shit.
The one that we're working on right now, Devil's Detox.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a few films, but the next kind of drug niche market genre that we're tackling is called Devil's Detox. I can't give away too much because it's kind of like we haven't started shooting yet, but it's basically about someone who takes a hallucinogenic detox drug and checks detox facility where all their demons kind of come to life within this detoxing from their addiction while on ibogaine, which is a real detox drug that's from South Africa. This tribe called the Hickey tribe. And they basically, the belief in it is when you would take this hallucinogenic, we strip out viciously for 72 hours, spirit enters your body, a good spirit when it's done the right way. And when the good spirit enters your body, it lives a second life through your body with you where it's a better conscience and it makes you make good life decisions. People swear by this stuff. So a lot of people have used this to detox from drugs because the spirit that enters their body can't live through their body if they're making bad decisions. Drugs, and people have quit out. This is like documented stuff that you can look up online. It's not FDA approved in America, so people will fly to Africa, Brazil, South America, and shit to do this stuff. And basically what happens is stuff smuggled in the United States in the script, and someone takes it to detox in a place where the spiritual environment is good. So all the demonic kind of stuff in their head comes to life from all the kind of hellish stuff they lived through, and the bad things they did that come haunt the skeletons in their closet, more or less. So it's gonna be a ride for sure.
Yeah, bro. You guys, I don't think you guys are ready for this fucking movie, bro. This shit's about to be fucking nuts, bro. I can't really say too much details about it because that would basically be spoiling the whole movie. But what Johnny said, just resonate with that and let that sink in. So, Johnny, I want you to explain or, just tell the fans about your first movie you've ever shot, Oxymoron. And, yeah.
Hey, Bird. What's up? Jaylee's in here. So Oxymorons is, we talked about at the beginning a little bit. Oxymorons was my first film, which again was based on that chapter of my life where I was out robbing pharmacies and in and out of jail. And basically led up to me in real life, and it's in the movie, but in real life, I was thrown from an 80-foot cliff down in Quincy, Massachusetts. I was at a hotel party with these neighborhood kids that me and my other boy already had beef with, and my homie was getting jumped, and I didn't want to leave him to kind of get fucked up by these dudes. I knew I was going to get fucked up, but like I was like rowdy at the time, and so I jumped in to help him, and I woke up 7 days later in Boston Medical Center with a dislocated hip, separated pelvic bone, my bladder exploded on my urethra, and was told by the doctors at this hospital that I'd never walk again. And when I woke up, I was on morphine drip, which is like equal to heroin, if you know what that's like. And so I had never done heroin in my life, but I had did pills and had lived all that other shit I was doing. And the thing about morphine, I realized, like what people get when they do dope is how it erases everything. Is every time I would click, it was called the 6-minute button. So every 6 minutes I could click this button, it would give me morphine to kill the pain. But not only did it kill the pain, every time I clicked that fucking button, it made me not care that I was never going to walk again. So these doctors would come in and tell me, you're never going to walk again, never use your dick again, because I had a tube in my dick from tearing my urethra. And when they would tell me that, I would be like, I was so mad at myself for putting myself in the position that I woke up in that hospital bed crippled like that. But when I would hit that button, it would make not only the physical pain go away, but the mental pain. I didn't even care. All I was just like high as fuck. And I would come out of that thinking, holy shit, they're not going to let me leave with this button. So if I leave here hitting this button every day, I'm going to be a fucking heroin addict when I get out, because they're going to be the next best thing for me to get to keep up with this mind eraser. And I didn't want that. And it started giving me these like hellish nightmares, which are portrayed in Oxymorons, these nightmare sequences where a lot of the shit in my mind, which I believe was kind of some real stuff, some real spiritual stuff, came to me, and I decided to go cold turkey in the hospital. So I went cold turkey in the hospital for 30 days, about a month, with a dislocated hip, a separated pelvis bone, tore my urethra, my bladder exploded, with no painkillers for 30 days. And, like, the doctor's trying to force them on me, like, you need to take it. Take this, take this. You need pain. You need the painkillers. And I was like, no, I don't want it. And I truly believe in my mind. That's why I was able to manifest and teach myself how to walk again, to the point where the doctors at Boston Medical Center and whoever, they don't even understand how my pelvic bone healed on its own and went back to normal. And my shit healed around my urethra. So, I have my daughter's in here now. I got my daughter, and like, and I was able to get everything back tenfold, and I truly believe that's because I kicked drugs cold turkey in the hospital and freed that part of my mind up that was being numb to not allow myself to be a cripple the rest of my life.
I feel that. No, see, Johnny has a very interesting slash crazy backstory of his past life, and I feel like I relate to him so much. Is because like as of now, like as an artist, you go through things, and as an artist, you do certain drugs and you get addicted to things, and I am currently like I'm not a perfect person. I'm currently in the process of trying to quit Percocets, and Johnny is doing his best to help me quit Percocets, and me being around him and gaining knowledge from him, and just getting to know him more just makes me want to stop doing it as a whole. But as someone who continues to do certain drugs, like when your body is really, how can I say this, when your body depends on something, you can't just go cold turkey. So as of right now, I'm in the process of doing it in moderation. So when I get to a certain point, I can just literally stop. So far, I'm doing good. I'm doing better than before. I could definitely say that I'm not on as much as I used to be like 4 or 5 months ago. And as of right now, I feel like I'm in a headspace where I could, move a certain way, do certain things without doing drugs. But it's hard. But I'm not a perfect human being, so I'm trying my best to do what I gotta do and shit. So
But none of us are perfect. I'm not perfect yet. You know what I mean? I'm not like a big bro to you, and like I can give you good advice, like because it's stuff I've been through ahead of you, because I'm a little older than you. But at the same time, like I'm still learning every day, like how to like certain shit and like balance everything the right way. We're all flawed. Nobody's making the most perfect fucking decisions day in day out, second in second out.
right, exactly. So to all the fans, all right. So now it's my turn. To all the fans that have been asking for new music, bro, I've been here for about a week and a half. The first 2 to 3 days I was here, I knocked out 12 songs. Just know I got some crazy shit coming your way. I'm in the process of trying to um, put together a project where you guys could relate to it as well, but also turn up to it. My last project, Moon, was to basically let you guys know what I'm capable of doing, and just let you guys know about all the pain that I've been through, and just excuse me, just make music that to relate to you guys, and to make music to help you guys feel better and shit. But as of now, I'm currently in the process of making some real turned up shit. All
Yep.
my fans have been asking me for old trunks. Old trunks did not go nowhere. I've always been here. Now you feel me. Now I'm back fully loaded. You feel me? I feel so much better mentally. So new music coming soon, and yeah, new music coming soon. Podcast. Oh yeah, podcast, bro. Boom.
Real quick though, if you check out my first film, Oxymorons, and my second film, Habitual, and you can find it on anyone who's got cable TV. It's on demand on all cable TV platforms. It's on Amazon Prime, YouTube TV, iTunes, Google Play. So Oxymorons, Habitual. So if you watch those, you'll get an idea of stylistically the fire fucking videos that Trunks is gonna have coming for this amped up heat that he's about to fucking launch. I'm getting behind him, and I'm just gonna bang out all these videos. We're just gonna do this shit together. We're just gonna fucking crush it and make dope video content to put his music out there for you guys with visuals too. It's gonna be fucking lit. So if you check out my films, and even if you don't want to watch my whole movies, check out the trailers on YouTube. Check out the Oxymorons trailer. Check out the Habitual trailer, and you get an idea. And then if you like the trailers, watch the movie. But it'll give you an idea of stylistically what's coming for his videos, because it ain't like nothing else you guys have ever seen video wise. The podcast is just something fucking totally off the grid for both me and you, but we're gonna be hosting together a podcast of, just because we're like both like true crime and like geeks with that kind of stuff. So we're launching a podcast that we're gonna talk about all this kind of unsolved murders and true crime stuff from like his generation to my generation, the generations before us. We have our first guest is someone I know that was given Charles Manson's ashes. He was so close to Charles Manson that he was given his ashes. Actually on TMZ, because he got Charles Manson tattooed in his fucking arm. with Charles Manson dashes, but the stories that he knows and all these tapes that he has of Charles Manson stuff that's never been talked about before, you never heard it before. So anyone who's into that true crime kind of stuff and Charles Manson stories and stuff, we're gonna be getting on that. And within our podcast, we're gonna talk about like funny shit too, and kind of like just
Mm-hmm.
shit that's going on in the world, the pandemic and drugs and music and movies, and we're just gonna light it up with our perspective and our knowledge on everything across the board with that stuff.
Fuck yeah, bro. So we're just gonna wrap things up for now. I appreciate all the fans that joined and just listen to this little quick Q&A real quick. I need all my fans to go follow my brother Johnny Hickey. His @name is right there. If you have Google Play, if you have Amazon Prime, if you have YouTube, whatever the fuck you have, go watch the movies Oxymoron and Habitual. Watch the trailer. If you like it, rent the movie, and if you can, buy the movie so you don't have to rent it ever again. It's only $15. But yeah, bro, me and Johnny are gonna be doing some crazy shit for you guys, and not with just the music, but with the movies, with the podcast, and all that. I appreciate you guys for joining. Everybody go follow my brother Johnny Hickey. Go watch his movies on Amazon Prime, Google Play, all that shit. And yeah, bro, I will see you guys later, and I love you guys. Bye.